Hey there, Tome Fries! Are you looking for a book that's the bee's knees, the cat's meow, the berries to get you through this balled up plague? Well, Tommy, Paige, and I might have just what you're looking for. Today's review is The Glittering Hour by Iona Gray, and again, it is one of my Book of the Month Club picks. Now, normally I am not one for historical romances or romances in general, but The Glittering Hour caught my eye because it seemed like a lot more than just your average lovey-doveyness. The plot itself is beautiful and heartwarming. It features Alice, who's a 9-year-old girl who suddenly finds herself at her grandparents' depressing estate while her parents are away on a really long journey. But while they're away, her mother Selena continuously sends her letters and clues for a treasure hunt. And every time Alice finds the clue and figures it out, she gets a piece of a story of the summer when Selena turned 21. Now, I'm not going to give away too much more of the plot because I don't want there to be any spoilers, but it was really enthralling to read about all of the shenanigans from the 1920s. The story does go back and forth from that summer in the 1920s when Selena was turning 21 to whenever Alice is 9 in the 1930s. And sometimes that can get kind of confusing, especially because the story does go through various characters' perspectives, but I felt like it was really well done. The only kind of catch to it a little bit was the fact that during in the middle of a chapter, it would go from one character's perspective back to Alice's and then back to the other characters. But it did it so often that it kind of became normal and you got used to it really quickly. The characters are also complex and affable, or at least understandable. The only real downside to the book, and it wasn't even a downside at all, it was actually a strength, was the overdramatic romanticizing piece of it. And sure, it doesn't get into that gross, throbbing member crap, right? But it does get into that really tender, affectionate, expressing your emotions type stuff, which whenever I was reading the book, it was really good. It was strong, it was well written, it had me running for tissues. But whenever I closed the book and stepped back from it, I realized this is not how a romance would ever work in the real world. Because in the book world, sure, scenes can look more like this. Oh, Denny, please don't leave me. Please don't say that. No, you can't break my heart like this. I feel like I might drown in a river of sorrow. Where in the real world, I think we all know they look more like this. Oh, really, Danny? That's how it's gonna be? Will you leave your shirts everywhere? Find some chick who's gonna pick those up for you, okay? Whatever, bye. Overall, The Glittering Hour is a roller coaster of a read. It is fun, it is heartbreaking, it is beautifully written, and it made me want to throw on my flapper dress, my red lipstick, and do the Charleston. Which is why I gave this book 4 out of 5. But don't just take my word for it, get it however you can while staying 6 feet away from other people, and check it out for yourself. And until next time, keep on reading and dancing. Something like that. This needs to stop moving. It's really heavy. The plot itself is really heartwarming. Heartwarming. No. Bank's closed, am I right? Apparently that was a Valley Girl, 1920s? 1920s Valley Girl? I'm gonna start it.